there's this phenomenon in science called the fine tuning of the universe for life. And just to try and explain it very briefly, it's this fact that we've discovered through our best science that the universe, when it came into being, was birthed with a set of numbers and physical laws that seem to defy explanation because they're so incredibly well dialed to the precision they need to have in order for life to get going in the universe. This would be things like the force of gravity. If it was ever so slightly stronger than it is, then everything would have collapsed back in on itself. You wouldn't get life. Ever so slightly weaker than it is, everything would have flown out too quickly for chemistry and atoms and stars and galaxies to develop. No life. So what was the degree of precision? How fine-tuned is it? And it turns out that if it differed from its actual value in one part in 10 to the 60, so that's a 1 with 60 zeros after it, you don't get life in the universe. Now, I was trying to think of an analogy. What's like the odds of kind of getting it right, first time? And I said, well, imagine you were throwing a dice, okay, and you were trying to roll a 6, okay, well, you're going to roll, 1 in 6 chance of doing that. So pretty good odds. But what about rolling 6 twice in a row? Well, it kind of racks up exponentially. To throw 2 6s in a row would actually be 1 in 36 because it's 1 in 6 times by 1 in 6. Anyway, you keep going. So I said, what are the odds of throwing 76s in a row? Well, it turns out the odds are around 1 in 10 to the 60, this number of the fine tuning of the universe. And so I said, well, how long then, on average, would you have to stand here rolling this dice before getting your lucky streak and rolling 76s in a row, with the odds being 1 in 10 to the 60 that you do that?